My name is Prudence. I had my baby when I was only 15 years. Neither had I planned nor wanted to have a child at that time. The man responsible for my pregnancy is a married man who is in his 40s and has vehemently declined to take responsibility. Things were tough for me because as an adolescent, I did not have an idea about parenting. Since I live with my grandmother who is elderly, I did not get a strong support system. My parents had separated when I was a child and have since remarried. I would only see my mother once or twice a year. The friends I had before getting pregnant no longer wanted to associate with me. I was a mother and they were not. We could say it was a situation of you made your bed, so you must lie on it. Losing my friends and brought sense of loneliness, which made me sad and could easily get angry even at the cry of my baby. I felt overwhelmingly hopeless and helpless, which I was later diagnosed with depression. Depression brought ugly experiences including lack of interest. It is difficult for me to explain it, but I remember for me nothing seemed fun anymore, including the dancing which I previously so loved before getting my baby. The feeling of worthlessness and guilt would somehow run through my mind every day, making me feel bad about myself. Excessive sleep even during the day resulted in me neglecting my baby. It was not just about feelings. I also experienced frequent headaches that I could not explain. Did I mention I had trouble concentrating? Yes, that was a big problem. I could not think straight or remember things as simple as if I had fed the baby. Anything and everything could make me cry. One night, my grandmother asked why the baby looked so unkempt, and I remember crying the whole night, accusing my granny for insinuating that I did not know how to take care of my baby. I had become very sensitive to criticism. To uplift my low moods, I thought alcohol was the best solution, which was also readily and cheaply available in my hood. And so, that is how I started taking alcohol. I would use money that my grandmother would give me to buy food. My grandmother had a small business of selling groceries to generate income for us. My grandmother soon became irritated and worried about my drinking behavior. My grandmother kept asking on what was happening to me, and I always responded with one answer: I'm okay. She invited my mother and both agreed that she takes away my baby due to fears that my behavior will affect care of my baby. Taking the baby away was the turning point for me. I became aware that I had a problem and started my journey to restoring myself. I sought help from a community health worker who explained to me how life events could change my moods and lead to distress, which if persistent may bring depressive symptoms. The community health worker educated me on how to link daily life events with depression and the necessary coping skills, life skills, and social skills on how to reduce the depressive symptoms, which was very helpful to me. I focused on my hobby that made me so happy before, dancing. I rejoined my dance group to dance my frustrations away. We gathered every evening for dancing and I slowly started feeling happy again. To my surprise, I attracted my friends back. Alongside dancing, I made a point of writing down 2 positive things and things I was grateful for every day. I would read them out to my grandmother every evening and she was so happy to see the steps I was making towards recovery. I have joined 2 community groups dealing with youth empowerment and we meet twice a month. I have also started going to church and I am now an active member of the church choir and youth activities. My mother is considering bringing back my baby. I continue dancing and journaling with motivation from friends and grandmother. I feel a lot better than before. My grandmother has begun talking to me about plans of going back to school to better my future.